Hello my sexy slays, how you doing? I'm going to keep this I'm going to keep it short and sweet so I can sort this out for you guys. We have reached the penultimate of this season, I should say, of Married at First Sight. Yeah, so I'm doing the MAFS for the penultimate, which is episode 31. Okay, right, listen, I've got 2 more episodes to go and then I'm done. But how are you guys, my sexy slayers? And that's sexy, the sexy bit, let me tell you what it stands for. It stands for being sharp. It can stand for being successful. It can stand for being even sweet. It can stand for being succinct. It can stand for being smart. It can stand for being stupendous. And the E can stand for excellence. It can stand for exquisite. It can stand for what else can it stand for? Give me some E's in the bottom. But the X, this is where we're different. This is where you guys are my tribe because you see yourselves as excelling. But we don't need the E that is silent and we just don't need it. We just don't need it. So we don't talk about the E there. That's where the X for the sexy, you know the sexy that I just said, X is for excelling because there's nothing in the dictionary that I can find for how great you guys are that starts with X. Okay, so I decided you're excelling without the E. And now you've decided that because that's what you want. Okay, you get to being excelling quicker because we don't think about that E. Okay. The Y in sexy means you. Yeah, you. All those things I just said, they're pertaining to you and who you are. Because you are slayers. And you're slaying in your houses. You're slaying in your family life. You're slaying in your work life. You're slaying in your school life. You're slaying in your university life. But before that, you're slaying in your college lives. And then you're slaying in your workplaces. And you're slaying in your businesses. You're slaying in your empires. And you're slaying in your conglomerates. Yeah, you guys. You slayers. You sexy slayers. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing good. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Guys, I'm towards the end of this series and I'm really happy. You guys know the turmoil I've been in when it comes to this and the long-term dramatizations that I just didn't have time for. Listen, if you guys don't know already, I'm a trainee sex and relationship therapist. And what I have been doing is I've been analyzing relational programs that obviously have relationships at the forefront of what them are talking about, and then I go in with a little bit of psychosexual and I talk about it in a psychosexual manner, in my own way, of course, because I'm Sylvia, I'm unique, I know that, but that's what I plan to do. But guys, I'm gonna be honest with you because this channel is all about honesty. You know, being as honest as you can be is something that people should actually pertain to be, especially in their sex lives, because that will give you the best sex life ever. So I have to carry on that notion on this conversations that I'm having with you. The honesty is here right now. The diversity in this Married at First Sight Australia was lacking, and as you can see, guys, as you can see, there's a lot of chocolate around in front of you right now. Can you see the chocolate? Can you see the chocolate? Can you see it? So I need more programs that are more accepting of other people's diversities. You know? I did UK. UK had a little bit of diversity. I've done Married at First Sight and there is diversity, but not from my neck of the woods, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so guys, next program. If you guys have any, please put them in the comments. I'm going to put this on Instagram maybe as a little snippet as well. Just a little snippet of any programs, relational programs that has diversity in it that you guys would want me to review and give that psychosexual. Yeah? Because like I said, give you guys a lot more understanding about yourselves through psychosexual analysis of different episodes of different programs that talk about relationships. But I don't think I've done it to the, you know, I mean, I have, don't get me wrong. I just feel like I need more people that look like me so that I can relate to them and relate to the people I'm trying to actually get to as well. Because I'm trying to get to everybody. But the reason why I'm a sex and relationship therapist is because I really want to help the black community, because there is a lack of sex and relationship therapists in the industry. And I'm learning that right now. And I'm learning that there is a lot of pain when it comes to sexual issues within the black community, and there's a lot of shame and guilt and just lack of knowledge when it comes to it because of other things in our lives. Do you get what I mean? And that's to do with, you know, our socialization, our psychology, the way we see things, the reason why we see things the way we see them, and all them things there. But I'm talking too much. I'm gonna go. It's Sex and Slay with Azamai MUA SCCKS, yeah, and Slay. That's me everywhere now. Instagram, YouTube, Facebooks, and TikToks, Twitter. Okay, no long things anymore, guys. This is not a joke. I'm not doing this for laughy ting-a-ling-illy. Yeah, good. I make you laugh. I'm happy. My natural flow brings out some humor in your system. I'm happy about it, but at the same time I'm very serious about what I'm doing, and I'm trying to help as many people as possible when it comes to psychosexual stuff. Yeah, so let me do that. I'll be liking and be commenting and be sharing. And thank you for the people that actually DM me. I really do appreciate the fact that I do get support, so I really do appreciate that. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you and stop talking and get on with the analysis and the psychosexuals. There's a part one. Oh gosh, it's back. Okay, no advert. Okay, let me pause it real quick. Part one. Oh, let me part one, episode 31 of the updates of what's been happening since they decided to stay together, because they all of them decided to stay together. Pat and Belle look fine, look good. They're in matching attires for the final dinner party with everybody coming back. All the people them from the whole of the series are coming back to this party. So yeah, they looked fine. Jake and Bex. Jake said, you know what, he went to visit Bex. For the 20 days he was there, he only saw her about 2 or 3 days. She did tell him she was going through something, but he still decided to stay. Then we pan over to Bex, and then he was like, oh, you know, he's really sad that it never worked out, but it is what it is kind of like thing. There's no reason why we can't still be friends. Go over to Bex now. She's like, yeah, I told him, listen, he can stay if he wants, he can go if he wants. It's up to him. He decided to stay. But on top of that, he decided to kiss another bride. So yeah, that's the new drama. Jake kissed somebody. Let's see who it's going to be. It is what it is. Georgia was blocked as soon as she stepped out of the vows, basically. She said Liam blocked her of everything. Blocked. Yep. And then Alana and Jason, apparently 2 weeks after the event of saying yes to each other, Alana claims that, you know, what happened? Alana said something and she didn't add the major bit. So pan over to Jason now. Jason was like, basically, she was calling me, or she was treating me in some type of way in front of his friends, and that was the final, what's it called again? Thingy that broke the camel's back, you know what I'm saying. And he just dumped her by text, basically, and he's not seen her since. And that's it, guys. See you in part 2. All right, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe. Don't forget about that. Okay, bye. Guys, part 2 down, and basically they were interviewing some of the people that are going to be showing up at the dinner party. All the OGs plus the new Gs. All the people that said no long time ago they can't take this bloody experiment. They're getting out of here. They're all coming back. So initially they spoke to Sam. And he said that he's not really looking forward to seeing his arch enemy, who is Bryce. And he's also not looking forward to seeing Cameron, because he found out about all them things that he was saying to Coco about him, about not liking him and all them things. Guys, I spoke about it ages ago. Part maybe 8, 9, I don't know, I can't remember. Oh, even earlier than that, maybe episode 4. Because I was wondering, obviously, who did he find out from? When the show aired, or did Coco tell him what Cam said, or what? I don't know. But anyway, that's another story. Coco doesn't know Cam, apparently. They both hit it and quit it, basically. It seems they basically just jumped from being very, very lustful in the limerent stage, knowing that the actions that they've taken is a little bit adventurous, a little bit deceitful, and that's one of their, possibly one of their sexual cornerstones, that they like the adventure of like being a little bit like, because obviously they know that, you know, as much as they're taking their marriages seriously, at the same time, they've just met their spouses. So if they feel like they've got a stronger connection, they wanted to actually test it out. Went through the limerent stage, ripped each other's clothes off, and now Coco don't know Cam. So that's where we are. And then what else happened there? Mel and Bryce are still together. They're still together now, guys. They've got twins. It's beautiful. It's lovely. Like I've said, I've always wondered why they could take so much abuse throughout this whole thing. And it just dawned on me one day that they're actually acting. Both of them are acting. They're not acting that they're not together, because they are very much together in real life. But I think they've been together for a long ass time. Yeah, I might be wrong. Yeah, call me a conspiracy theorist. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you do that. That's a label that people like to fly back for so many things these days. So it's okay. It's fine. But that's what I think. So anyway, they've been fine all this time. And that's that. Bryce was asked who does he want to see. He couldn't name anybody really. So Mel was like, let's switch the question. Who do we want to see? And then pan over to Sam. Sam was like, I can't wait not to see Bryce. Pan over to Bex. I can't wait not to see Bryce. So, there's there. The enemies are coming for each other today, basically. So there was that. And then all of a sudden, Buka, come on girl, me, I loved you and Brett together, don't do this. Now she's jumped in saying, oh, a colleague of Bryce has told her about this girl. How do you know this colleague? Where do you get the contacts from? I didn't even know you and Bryce knew each other like that, to know mutual people outside of the experiment. What is going on? So she's coming forward with that information today, basically. And that's really it. Georgia came in and obviously explained what happened between her and because then they're at the dinner party and they're all coming in now, and the people that said they weren't going to be together aren't together. So Georgia came in by herself. Sam's coming by himself. Dyed hair has gone a bit more his natural colour with the tint of the blonde, which I prefer. I like the haircut. Yeah, doing something. Not doing something personally that for me, but it looks good on him. It's like, it was better than the blonde. The blonde was but anywho, so yeah, he's come in. Georgia's been advised to get tanked from now, get plastered from now, just in case Liam decides to walk right by her and continue the ghosting that he's been ghosting her, basically. And that's it really. So guys, I'm gonna go and I will talk to you. I'm just making sure I've said everything. Yeah, all right, see you in part 3. Yeah, comment, like, share, subscribe. All right, okay. Part 3 down, guys, and it's not breaking, which is fine. Okay, so anywho, let me just get into it. Belinda and Patrick comes in with their matching 70s outfits. And they look good in their own way. And Patrick was like, this is a visual metaphor of how we're doing. You know? So there was that. Coco came in. Samantha didn't stand up for her. Sam and Coco greeted each other fine. I mean, you know, they left on amicable grounds. So I guess that's fine. Coco doesn't really give a heck that Sam blanked her. Doesn't give a damn. And she said something that makes so much sense. It's like hating somebody, or even unforgiveness, possibly you could say, or even disliking somebody, or even having any type of hate for anybody is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Just let that marinate. So anybody out there who's been drinking their own poison for themselves and thinking that other person that they don't like or they hate or that they don't want to forgive, maybe it's time to think about it. I mean, it's good. It's even good counsel for me. Don't get me wrong. It's good counsel for me too. So there's that. Jason hopes that, you know, there's not going to be drama this time around. The very last dinner date. No, not dinner date. What's even dinner date? What is that? The last ever dinner party. There's not going to be any dramas. he's hoping this one is not going to be drama full. Okay. So let's see what happens there. What else? What else? Yeah, so Joe's asking Jason Wagwan and he looked upset. Okay. Jenny. Who's Jenny? I don't remember Jenny. Oh, was Jenny with that guy? Oh, Jenny. Who's Jenny? Jenny was with that handsome guy who she was treating badly, isn't it? Oh, yeah, I forgot about her. Because when she came, I was like, who's Jenny? And she's like, oh, I'm so happy you guys remember me. I was like, maybe the audience don't. Because we don't know you. I can't remember her. Anyway. What else? And the last bit. Or did I already say it? Georgia was looking really nervous when Liam came in. She thought, no, she'll be the bigger person, stand in the queue to say hi to him. And imagine someone was here, she was here, and Liam was here. So this is her, yeah, this is Liam. He walks past her and goes to the next person that was here. I can't remember, but you get the complete blanking. For what reason, I don't know. We're going to see, guys. Part 4 coming up. All right, comment, like, share, subscribe. See you later. Okay, maybe this might be a bit too close because you can see a little bit of the, what is, oh, okay, I know what that is. And it's not going to go. I forgot what month. I forgot what time of the month it is, but yeah, that's the indication right there. But it is what it is. Okay, guys, you know what I'm talking about, ladies. You know. Yeah. Guys, so part 4 down, and Liam was like, yeah, the reason why he's not saying hello to what's her name, Georgia, is he don't like fake people, yeah. Because at the end of the day, when he was at the vows place, yeah, his vows was an accumulation of everything that happened. But hers was literally only about the treatment she felt that he had been giving her. Yet he's just given her that treatment just now by blanking her. So she might have had a point, because that couldn't have been the first time you're that angry to blank her like that. But in another way within the relationship. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Because why are you blanking her like that, man? What was that for? I mean, come on. Your explanation was absolutely pathetic. But you're acting, so good on you. I mean, actually, you might not have been. That might have been one of the genuine ones. It might have been. Who knows? Whatever. Anywho, and then what else? Russell looks quite handsome. I mean, he's got himself a trim. He's got on some. Did he have glasses on? No, he hasn't got. Has he got? I can't remember if he's got glasses. But glasses would look good as well. But then he's shaped up his beard and them things there. He's looking sweet. He's looking all right. He's looking all right. And then what else? Jason was really nervous when Alana was coming in, and that shows that he has got some sort of an emotion for her. Do you get what I mean? And that emotion clearly is triggered when he sees her, and that emotion is linked to all the things that they've been through together in the past, and probably the good, great, hot sex that he kept on going on about, you know? So all of that is, he's feeling it in a certain way to see her. So his expression on his body is that he goes red, and he could even feel that he was going red, so he knows himself, basically, because yeah, you were going red, babes. Jake didn't say anything when he came in. I think there's something to what Bex is saying, you know. I think there's something to it. That's why he didn't say anything. And he was quite nervous when she came in, not sure if she will say hello to him or not. And she came in with everything that she had that night. A very low cut, satiny, silky dress, and then like it's very flowy at the bottom, so he's V-neck to the breastises, very fitted, and a bit cut out here, and then the long flowy tingling. But then there's a big split that gets to here, all the way up here. That's how her dress was. Yeah, she came to say, yeah, I've got some news everywhere, every part of my body, on my clothing, what this man has done to me, and what I've got to say about it. I'm going to say it looking real good. Basically is what I'm trying to say. She looked hot. She looked hot. She was saying something. Anywho, that's basically it though. Oh, no. And then, oh, yes, the main bit. No, the main bit is the stars of the show that have been paid to be the stars of the show. It's going to be coming in any minute. So everybody was talking about the fact that we don't know how we're going to greet these people then when they come, because Bryce has affected all our lives that much that our marriages has been infiltrated by the Bryce and Mel show in so many ways. So we don't know when they come in, are we going to stand up for them or not? So they come in and there's about 3 or 4 standing nations. Everybody else was sitting there. They did cordial shaking of hands, but yeah, I mean, actions speak louder than words in this type of a scenario, you know? So nobody stood up for them. And then we pan over to Brycey and Mel, who are very happy. I like Coco. Let me just go back to Coco and her narration of what happened and the fact that she thought that it was so frosty in there when they came in, that she felt some shivers all down her, that mittens would have really helped to insulate the warmth that she needed when they came in. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what she said. It was very frosty and she needed mittens. I thought that was funny. I just added that little bit in regards to the warmth of the hand. I thought that was quite good actually. Anywho, so yeah, there's that. And then Bryce was like, you know what? So pan over to Bryce now. Bryce was like, you know what? I don't give a heck what those people say, because me and this girl, we've been through it. Yeah? We've showed you guys we've been through it, because that's what they told us to go through. And we were all right to go through that, because our marriage was already strong. Or our relationship. It was already strong. And we're doing this as a pair. We're doing our acting debut as a pair. And we love it. We were happy to go through that. All of the stuff that we've been told that we are, all of the secrets that I've got in the past, all of that that probably isn't true. Okay, just say that we've done it. Let's just get this bag. And so that's what they've been doing, basically. So they don't give, oh, look at me talking so much. He's like, he doesn't give a heck what they think, because he went in happy with the woman of his life. And that was it. And that was it, guys. So see you in part 5 or 6. All right, see you soon. All right, bye. Yeah, I forgot to add one thing. I'm sure I didn't not misheard this. I'm sure I heard what I heard. When, what's his facey? Sam was greeting Bryce, and then Bryce was like, Sam. And then Sam was like, Gonzo. I'm sure I heard that. And I didn't even know who the heck Hon Gonzo was. I checked it and yeah, I get the joke. But I might put a Gonzo for you to get what he was saying. But it's not really. It's very childish. But he started off with childishness. Is basically what I'm trying to say. Because that's what he looks like. So yeah, guys. There's that as well. So see what happened with Sam and Bryce. Let's just see. Let me just indulge a little bit with the nonsense. Let me just pretend it's all real. And let's just see what's going to happen between Sam and Bryce. Or maybe it's the fact that nah, it can't even be that. I cannot fathom, like, grown human beings have put themselves through an experiment and every time they meet up they want to talk about one couple. I mean, it could be, but even when they're at home they talk about them as well. Do you know what I mean? Within their unions. I just don't get that. I'm not sure if there's not been any direction. Yeah, direction from somewhere back in the back scenes that have told them to talk about, you know. But okay, let me just indulge them a little bit. Let's just indulge a little bit. So yeah, let's see what's going to happen between Sam and Bryce, and Sam and Bryce and Bryce and everybody in there. You know? Okay. See you guys in a bit. Hi guys, so part 6 or 5, no, part 5 down. Georgia's like, you know what? Fine, Liam blanked me. The night is very young blood. All I now know is that, yeah, me and Liam ain't going to be talking like that for the evening. And I'm going to enjoy myself with people who want to enjoy themselves with me. So that's what she's come to realise. And good on her. Then you have Alana, who's upset at the fact that, you know, all the effort that they both put into the relationship is come to nothing. And, you know, she's actually really cut up about what's going on. So let's see how that goes if they talk. And we've seen that throughout the series, that they do have these major blow-ups and they are able to resolve it. I mean, Jason said the last straw was the fact that she did it in front of his friends them. Do you get what I mean? Let's see. Let's see. What else? Cam came in late and everybody was like, and if I mean, the way Sam put his face, yeah, the way Sam put his face, that is a meme of how somebody who is really, 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 really giving daggers. I mean, they were real daggers. That man was looking at that man like, woo! He's rocks. And sure enough, he couldn't wait for Sam to sit down for him to start lambasting him, telling him, listen, I've heard the things you were saying about me. I've only moved with you in terms of just hanging out with you 4 times. And you've gone and told Coco. So Sam was telling Cam all of this. Sorry, maybe I'm not making myself clear because it's too many Cams, Cocos, Sams, you know. We're talking about Sam the man here. Telling Cam the man, yeah, you're taking the mick, talking about me behind my back. You don't know me from nowhere. How can you have the audacity to even say that, you banana? How could you? How could you? And then he was saying that, you know, Cam and Bryce are the same one in the same. Nonsense, 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 nonsense. And then Coco was piping in saying, oh, listen, I didn't get ghosted because, like, it's just all silliness. Yeah, and then Samantha piped in and said, yeah, you did get ghosted, G-O-H-S-T, and people were a bit baffled because that's not the right spelling, and everyone was then focusing on that, the people who was on the other side, which is which is Cam. Oh gosh, guys, the whole point is there was an uproar, and that's it. Forgot to mention the fact that Alana piped up and said, oh, do you know how it feels to be cheated on? Do you know how much pain someone can go through being cheated on? And you've just met somebody and you've cheated on them because you found someone that, if you were in the outside world, you would have probably chosen him instead of the person you were with, but you still cheated on them, and you shouldn't have, because it's their experiment as well. And I'm just telling you this because I've been told to tell you this, okay? Forgive me, please, Coco. That's what Alana was probably saying when she was saying all of this, but she had to really be acting that she's upset with Coco as well. And everybody had to hear what Alana had to say to her when it comes to Married at First Sight, which was about her also coming in to find somebody and marry them at first sight. But she's more concerned about how Coco is making Sam and Samantha feel. You know? And, you know, Coco's trying to explain the first time she went to meet Cam was nothing to do with trying to get anything out of him sexually. It was more to do with finding out about what he knows about Sam, basically, because, you know, they were going through problems. It's not as if Sam and Coco were having a good relationship. But guys, they're back. That's it. Part 6 coming up, I think. Alright. Comment, like, share, subscribe, guys. Okay. Alright, guys. So part 6 down. James was talking to Belle and Pat. And he was like, oh, judging from the clothing that they chose to wear, James can tell they're doing great. And it's just the way he said it. It was so funny. Because, yeah, I mean, it takes a lot of guts to wear that look and make it look good. You know, to even have the courage to even want to wear that floral 70s look in 2020 and make it look groovy and chic, you know? And so it was nice. It's cute. Anyway, Bryce felt good when he was talking to Belle and Belle and Pan. Obviously their visual representation shows they're going well, but I felt like Bryce felt that he had one up on them because they haven't moved in together and him and Mel have. So I noticed that little bit of smugness. And then Mel was like, oh, I've spoken to the ex, so you look and stop talking about us, kind of like thing. And then Booker was like, I don't want to burst your bubble, babes, but I got first-hand knowledge from a work colleague to her housemate. Why am I doing this? Charlie, that's all I'm going to say. It's a nonsense. But Bryce has been cheating and it's been heard from another angle. That's it. That's it. That's it. And Mel has really got her balls now. She's had enough of everybody talking about her relationship. She's been paid enough. So she's now piping up, telling them they need to shut their asses up. She's had enough. Ah, what do you mean? She's spending all these dollars. She's got the money. It's okay. It's okay. This is the part of the acting where she says, it's okay. Stop your talking. And this is the first time she's ever done that to the whole group. Bryce looked real smug at that point. Even smugger. That's if that's even a word. But he looked even more smug than 2 minutes ago when he was telling them that we live together. So yeah, there's that, guys. And then Bryce, and then Mel asked Jake and Bex. Well, I felt that there was a bit of shade with the asking of Jake and Bex, but she said it was just to distract from their thingy, or detract from people still going on about their situation. So she was like, oh, so how are you and Bex doing then, Jakey? Or what? I can't remember, but it was basically directed in their direction. And Bex was like, oh, Jake kissed Booker. And obviously everybody was shocked initially. But then Beth was like, nah, I was there. It wasn't like that. I took a picture. I put it on Instagram or whatever. I put it on the social medias. And now Bex is thinking something that is not the case, because if that was the case, I would never put something like that. And I would have been the first person to tell you that, like, Jake is no good. But Bex didn't hear none of that. I was still digging at the fact that he kissed someone else when she showed him no interest, when he came to see her for 20 days and she only spent 2 days with him. She don't care about none of them things there. She don't care about the fact that she's been mean to him all throughout of the series. The meanness has been there, but she's not talking about them things there. She's talking about that one kiss that she doesn't think he has the right to have to go and do to somebody else when she showed him no interest in the relationship. So she's vexed about that and she's holding on to that. She's holding on to that, pushing him away further and further, and I'm not surprised they're not together, basically. Then Belinda, after Beth had said, oh no, I was there, it's okay, you would have thought everybody would have shut down the conversation then, is it? Because Beth has spoken. She was the third wheel. She saw what happened. It wasn't like that. And then Belinda was then asked, it's like she jumped that statement that Beth made and said, oh, so that kiss, tell us about that kiss again, basically. Oh gosh. So, you know, Jake was like, listen, it was innocent. If I thought we were on the brink of breaking up, and at the end of the day, even if we weren't on the brink of breaking up, we were. So I've gone and done something, not with the intention of getting with Booker, because it wasn't like that. But I still don't understand what all this is about, because we were on the brink of breaking up. Do you know what I mean? You know, he's being stoic in what he's saying, and, you know, he's standing in what he's saying, because I can imagine he's just, she's just trying to push him away, basically. And Jake, and then, yeah, Sam and Alana, because it seems like Sam's really trying it with Alana a little bit, and then, like, in Alana's confessional, she's like, yeah, nah. In fact, it's because she still wants Jason, it seems. It sounds like their relationship did have some definite meaning to it. Might have been based around sex, but sex is no, there's no reason why a relationship, everybody has different boundaries and different caveats and different, you know, goals and expectations when they're in a relationship. Some people's priorities when it comes to sex is very high, and theirs clearly was enjoyable. So if that was the reason why they were together, that's fine, but it seems that that has helped them to develop other feelings and other emotions based on what was going on in the bedroom, probably, you know. They want it to ripple out into other places in their lives now, not just in the bedroom. Because it seems they both seem emotional about it. But yeah, that was a little bit psychosexual. That is a little bit. I didn't add no, you know, scientific words to it. But you get the gist. You can start from somewhere and it can sprinkle into somewhere else nice and blossom into something you would not have expected it to be. So there's that. But at the same time, there's relationships that start off with wanting to get a connection of the minds going first. And that then ignites something for someone to want to have the desire with someone. Initially, obviously, there's always that type of like raw attraction to people, but again, it could be that you meet somebody that you're meant to be with, and initially you're like, nah, and then the seeds of interest start to grow in different ways. Maybe you realize something about them, and anyway, I'm talking too much, guys, but I'm just trying to give you more psychosexual, because I felt like I haven't been able to give you the psychosexuals all throughout this. From halfway through it, like, it kind of dwindled. It was still there, but it wasn't as much as I wanted to be, you know. But anyway, guys, I'm going on to the last episode, and apparently something's going to happen there as well. But that was it. See you in, no, not see you. Sex and Slay with Us on Miami Way. You know how to spell it by now, guys. It's down here. It's not the X, it's with CK, and then it's N. It's not the and, it's N. Just to be hip, you know, sex and slay. No, I'm joking, not to be hip, just to not, even it's already long the way it is, so I'm trying to narrow it. I'm trying to help you guys. I'm trying to help you guys. Just a shot in the small. Anywho, so you can find me on all my different social media platforms: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube's. And I'll see you in the last episode of Married at First Sight, guys. Down Under, episode 31. Me. What programs do you want me to be doing? More diversity. I need to see people that look a little bit like me. Just a little bit. So please let me know. I know there's a few in America and things, and I will be tapping into it. So don't worry about that as well. But yeah, just let me know. The penultimate. This was the penultimate. The next one is the last. See you soon, guys.